We're all ready to go.
All right, we're live.
All right.
Welcome to the tour of Duskveil. So we're gonna start off in where most D&D games start off, a tavern. Specifically, this would be the tavern, Starfold's Tavern. This is where you all have been staying during your visit here in not so much visit, your forced stay in Keeper's Coast. Why don't we do some introductions, because I don't have labels for y'all. So why don't we go around the table here? We'll start with Anna and we'll go from there.
Okay. Do you want me to introduce myself and then my character, or
that'd be
both?
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, my name is Anna. I've been playing D&D for far too long for my life. And I am playing a character called Tenamore Selkie. And she is a pixie, and she is a cleric of the trickery sort.
Awesome. We'll go to Foxtrot.
Yeah, I'm Foxtrot. You can just call me Boone or Logan. Either one works. I've been playing D&D for about 6 years now. My character is just a plain old human. Got to make all the other races look good, you know. He's playing Pally, and he will be going Oath of the Storms when we reach that point.
All right. Let's keep going. Big Joe Bob.
All right. Hi. You guys can call me Bob or Jordan, however you wish. My real name is Jordan, so that works with me. I'll be playing Alethea, the Arachne Rogue. I'm not too sure what further things I'm going to be going. I've been playing D&D for roughly 8 to 9 years now, and I'm roughly either the very chaotic or very creative, or both, in any gameplay I do. So, hope you guys enjoy this.
Great. We're gonna Firemaker. You wanna throw something in here? You're on camera. I put you on there on accident, so you might as well.
Yeah, you're good. I'm Firemaker 282. I am one of the other DMs here for Project Aurora West Marches, and I'm just kind of listening in, eavesdropping, and available for moral support.
Yeah, absolutely not gonna throw any curveballs with him. You're good. Let's go over to is it Cephalon?
It's Cephalon, yeah. So yeah, name's Cephalon Gampy. You can just call me Gampy or Friendly Neighborhood Steve. I don't really care. Yeah, this is pretty much my first D&D session, like, ever. My character's a Hanu Way of Shadow Monk, which will be later going into Twilight Cleric for multi-classing. Yeah, pretty edgy. Just let me play.
And Dragonstar, last but not least.
Yeah, I'm Dragonstar, or Quinn, whatever you want to call me. I've been playing D&D for a few years now, and should it ever work, I will be playing a changeling bard that fiercely believes they are not a changeling. Yeah.
Okay, let's kick this off. Let's get going, because I'm aware that we have a limited time to actually play. I'm gonna preface this with, when we're done with the tour, if you guys want to stay in character and just kind of hang out and chat and stuff more, you're more than welcome to do that at the end of the session. But let's go ahead and dive in. So the plan for tonight, as requested by the players, was a tour of your home base, basically, which is Duskveil. One sec. There we go. Lost the cameras. All right. So we're starting right in the beginning, where y'all spend most of your time right now when you're not out on the adventuring on the high seas. That is Starfold's Tavern. So this is kind of the base where anyone who ends up in Keeper's Coast, specifically in Duskveil, you end up spending time here. This is kind of like because of the strange and peculiar way that people end up in Keeper's Coast, this is kind of like the temporary refugee situation until you find your own place.
So I'm here now.
Yeah, well.
Hmm?
Session started like an hour ago.
No?
Yeah, no, I was stuck in a game of League
Ah.
for like an hour. I couldn't get out. It lasted for like
Oh,
it lasted for so long.
Oh,
I couldn't get out.
Are you set up with Forge and everything?
No.
No. Okay.
Maybe
Maybe,
I haven't touched
um,
Forge.
Maybe while we're doing this, Firemaker, do you want to help me a little bit beyond moral support? Do you want to get
Yeah.
TRH set up on the side while we're going?
Yeah, the Foundry will be paused while I add him into the user real quick. Oh,
Okay. Yep. I appreciate that. All right. So we can do while we're waiting for the map, right? Because we'll wait till it's unpaused to get everyone going.
am I the only one with a black screen right now? In Forge?
No, I have.
No. Yep.
Oh,
That's.
I was gonna
you know
drag a
what?
token on
Light
me.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, never mind. That didn't fix it either.
No.
that was because
Lighting.
the whole thing was locked while I was adding people.
Hey, there we go.
So
I'm not
I-
putting any fancy lighting on this map right now. So we'll.
I think it's because we don't have tokens on the map. We can't see the map right now.
Yeah, if you drag now, there's lighting too. So if you get your token on the map, you should be able to drag your token over onto the map, and then that should give you view.
Oh yeah.
just gonna make myself a Foundry user real quick.
Oh no, I can't drag myself into the tavern. I'm
So they
sorry.
paused.
I unfortunately don't see my token.
Ah, yes. You know what? Some of this is a work in progress here, as we get you all set up perfectly.
Uh,
Ah, I'm in!
You're in? Good, good.
I think.
Does anyone need help at this point getting onto the map?
Oh, it's
I do.
I need just general help.
Aside from
I-
TRH, Firemaker's helping you.
Yep.
here.
I'm working on it.
I-
Yeah, good there.
I would need hands. Sorry. Bob, when you get a chance. I don't, because I don't have the token or.
Okay, yeah, no problem, no problem. Let's see.
You should be able to go to your character sheet and like in the actors menu and just grab your like name and drag it onto the map.
What's your sheet name again?
Alanthia. L-A-N.
Oh, yeah.
L-A-N-T-H-I-A.
Did you create a token that we can upload to your sheet by chance?
I should have. I put in a token today.
If you flip it to me, what I'll do is I'll upload it for you. Or if you put it on D&D Beyond, we can import it directly.
Well, I put it. So I did it prototyping and up, and then posted the token there.
Yep. We can. If you want to just like paste it to me real quick, so I don't have to like dive through the Discord. I'll get you all set up there.
So send me like the picture of it to the Discord.
Please, yeah, that would be great.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I have trouble understanding some things.
No, you're all good. All good.
All right, just give me 1 second. Where'd you go? There you were. Okay, just sent you through Discord. Oh, I can see. There I am.
You're on there?
Yeah, I'm in. Okay. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I think I dragged, even though you don't have a token yet, I dragged you over.
No, I did have a token
Okay, where's your token?
right here.
Okay. So you're probably familiar. Most of you would be familiar with the owner, and he doubles as the barkeep a lot of the time. So he's a gnome, a little bit feisty of a gnome. His name is Sprick McDread. Sprick Madred, not McDread. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. He's older, be a little raunchy at times. You are currently waiting for your formal tour. So someone's supposed to come from the council today and provide you a tour. With that, why don't we get into the game? Firemaker, can I unpause?
Yes. Yeah, you're
Awesome.
good.
All right. So
We're just working in the background trying to get Dragon and DRH settled. So.
before we get going with things, I'll let you all roam about and interact. Let me know if you're interacting with one of the NPCs that's here. There's 2 right now. Given that it's morning, it's not the most popular place at the moment. Last night would have been a very different story. So, as per the rubble in the corner and the slight smell of well, all kinds of unmentionables. So, you know, typical late night pub kind of vibe to it. Even the barkeep himself looks a little hungover.
It must have been one hell of a night.
Yeah. All right. Anything anyone wants to do while you wait?
Yeah. Until you walk up to the bartender.
So the bartender looks at the individual that approaches. His eye is a little haggard. He kind of like alerts too. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "When did you get here? Didn't even see you."
You know, it's really hard to hear me with this armor I have on. Super quiet.
Oh, just permanently wearing armor, are we? I got it.
You know, it's a new place. I don't trust people yet.
Yeah.
Me neither, my good friend.
Fine, sir. I know it might be early, but I could very well use a drink.
Well, take me along. I can use a drink too.
He says, "What will you have?"
Just a basic ale. The money
Me
hasn't been too gracious so far.
He moves so quickly with his actions. It's like he's barely even paying attention. He knows exactly where everything is. He's kind of looking at you. He's like, "Are you here for the tour today?"
Yeah. Just might as well drink something while waiting. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Always a good idea. Always a good idea. You know, I don't really understand the tours. I mean, isn't it easier just to go get lost in the city somewhere? That would be my preference. I mean, I do it all the time.
No searching out searching out. You know.
Best way to learn Duskveil: have a few in you and think you know where you're going. Get lost and then find your way back. That's what I find.
If that's the case, maybe I'll just end up straying off from the tour.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do here?
Just drinking my ale.
I was just looking around.
Why don't we get our feet wet with some rolls? Why don't we make some perception rolls real quick?
All right,
Um.
I'll do that.
Oh, yeah, I guess we'll start out with a nat 20. No big deal.
Yeah, right?
And a nat 1.
What was that? What was that?
Hitting all
I
that
got a
stuff.
five.
I rolled a net 1.
I got a 5.
I got a 16.
I didn't even. I can't even. I was just. Oh yeah, this is a nice floor. Very nice floor.
Yes, the floor is
Really?
Was it naturally red in this area, or is that from dried blood? I'm just curious. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So at that point, let's see. So successes, especially the nat 20. There is a guy over in the corner. Definitely has like a set of cards out in front of him. He's just watching you all, kind of nonchalantly. For those that got above a 12, you're able to hear the door open, and you see someone standing at the door. She's got her hands kind of folded very like politely in front of her. She's got like a bit more of a formal wear, more than you'd see in this part of Duskveil.
What about those that got below 10?
Really nice floor, wonderful. I don't know if were you drinking? What were you doing at the time?
I don't know. I saw the floor. It's a nice floor. Okay.
Sounds good.
It indeed is a nice floor. I gotta say.
It's a nice floor. Good looking floor.
Still trying to wake up. 11 a.m.'s a little too early for that.
Well, I am an Arachne, so it's nocturnal.
Right. All right. Okay. Stratosphere took over in the cameras. Hello. You stole my spot.
Look at that hair.
You stole the spotlight.
Yeah, it's the fun of the Discord cams. Like, there's certain features like Skype, or not Skype. The hell's the name of it? Zoom. Thank you. Dating myself. Zoom, where you can it'll lock your camera in place, so it doesn't move around when people go on and off cam. Okay, so with that, she stands there, like, kind of waiting and observing at the moment.
Arteria will speak up and be like, did you come for a drink? They have fine ales.
Oh no, I'm here for a tour. I'm to be the tour guide today, she says.
Oh god, I just got this drink too.
Ah, nice. Fine ale and fine women, finally.
Do you say you just got this drink? Like, kind of under your breath?
Yeah.
She hears it and she says, oh no, take your time. I'm
already chugging it.
Yeah. Okay.
I exit, like, in one go.
Fair enough.
She's on a schedule. She's got to keep it, probably.
Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's baked into her response. Suggests that there's maybe a little more flexibility here than you might have thought otherwise. So she says, when everyone's ready, we can continue on with the tour.
Absolutely.
I finish my drink, get off the bar stool, and like walk up to her, like, okay, we can go.
She says, my name is Irovir. I'm here on behalf of the council. If any of you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. She says, this way. She doesn't... I'm going to throw out a global insight check if you all want to do that as well.
Sure.
Give me a second. In...
Ho ho ho! Can I roll 2?
Yeah, give her.
Almost
Sure,
net
roll
20!
more. Man, people are killing it.
Killing it now, Arthur, than that one I got.
So for everyone that scored like above a 14, basically, it's very clear that she's not super comfortable in this role. This doesn't seem second nature to her. She seems like she's kind of vibrating a bit underneath. Ooh, we ended up.
I'm so sorry. That was me. I misclicked.
All good.
I'm gonna leave. I'm distracting it. I wasn't trying.
No, you're all good. So with that, she's like, we're ready to continue. just heading to the docks next, and then we'll go from there.
Aratiri would throw a gold on the counter. If this doesn't cover the 2 ales, I'll be back. I'm sorry.
He winks. He says, "Don't worry about it. I know where you live right now."
That's not off-putting whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, most of you are staying here, so
Fair
turns out I
enough,
can just
but-
lock you out if you're not paying up. So, all right. So out of the main tavern you go, and you're really not far from the docks. The docks are very visible from where you are. It doesn't take long for her to guide you down. You can see like the bustle of the very nice docks. Let me know when the scene changes for you all.
It did.
Good.
Okay, perfect. Irovir says, these here are the docks. As you can see, things here in Duskveil are always very busy. This is, well, the way people come and go, given we're an island city and all. Have any of you had the opportunity to travel elsewhere yet?
Nope.
Well, yes, I have actually. There's a ship that you can see on the dock that's impounded right now. I'm trying to sort that whole thing out.
Oh my, what happened?
Well, we were hired to work, and then the captain abandoned ship, but me and a couple of the hired hands managed to get the ship out of the storm and bring it back. But I guess we have to wait to see if it gets claimed again.
I see. That sounds like quite the predicament.
Yeah, it hasn't been going so smoothly so far.
What about the rest of you? Are you all still trying to get adjusted to the city and well,
I mean, I just got here. I don't know anybody, so yes.
it's fair.
Yes, very much. I'm not really used to public areas like this, so yeah.
It can be difficult, I think for anyone that's just starting out here. But I'd encourage you all to stay in communication with one another. It's a great way to get adjusted together, I guess. So, what else can I say about this place? Well, this is one of the areas it's very not off limits. Just don't go boarding or attempting to board other people's ships. It's really not an okay thing to do. Most of the people here are really good during the day. Really good during the day. When you're walking around at night in this area, walk in groups. Preferably 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 is probably good. 4 seems like a good party size, one might say, at times. Where was I? Oh, this way. And she continues.
So, how long have you been doing this?
Well, if you count my own introduction and tutorial for how to do this, once, like this time. So I guess 0 times, actually.
So this is
Well,
your
this
first-
is actually your first tour.
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
No,
Nah,
you're doing
not really.
great. All this knowledge, I honestly thought this is at least your 40th.
They
I've
give us a
done-
lot to read, but it's very different when we have to, memorize it and say it. Maybe
Yeah, well,
I'll
I
get-
figured as much. Maybe it's her 40th time, or maybe she's just a huge nerd.
You get an impression that it's probably a little bit of both. Yeah. She doesn't seem very much the socialite. Definitely well read. Well read.
Do you enjoy doing this so far?
Well, it's It's invigorating, yes.
Have you lived on the island for a very long time?
Quite some time, actually, yes. So the place itself is not very foreign to me. It's just, my nerves.
What were you doing before this? Just another job in the council, or?
Yes, well, I acted as assistant of sorts to one of the council members. Ran errands for them, looked up things, made notes, that sort of job.
Definitely seems like a big upgrade. Get to kind of run your whole own show now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's certainly how they suggested it. Well, you know what we'll do? It is morning, so let me show you one of the better places to eat. We'll head over to Macy Pate's. And with that, you'll have to forgive me. I don't think I'm going to do a whole bunch of visual scene jumps. At some point, we'll have all these places well visualized on Foundry. Today, as we're still bringing up Forge, I'll just kind of describe the places you head there. So, as you make your way to Macy Pate's, you see like a fairly quaint looking shop. It's not as big as the tavern you just came from, the Starfolds, but you can smell the food as you're coming in. It actually smells quite good. I'll leave it to you if you've been here before, though. It's totally up. Has anyone been here before?
Nope, I will remember the smell of food.
It's not like you can't get food anywhere else. It's a matter of, it's a very big city. Have you been to this place yet? Kind of thing.
Like a bakery or like a full restaurant?
No, like a tavern, food-oriented tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah. So less about the lodging or the nightlife and more about the menu itself.
I'd say Arteria's dabble in a few taverns.
So as you enter, you see there's a keep. She's currently polishing some glasses. She's very big, very buff, tall, dark, and muscular. You can tell just by her, in stark contrast to your tour guide, there's an air of confidence about her that exists. And it seems like as a couple of the patrons kind of get up to leave and move past you, they all refer to her. They're like, "Have a good day, Garina," and she just kind of nods to them. She doesn't say a thing. Just kind of looks up, nods, and goes back to her thing. And I will pull her up visually for you all. One sec. While I do that, feel free to roleplay or ask any questions of me.
This place does look quite wonderful.
Yes. Iravir kind of whispers to you. She's like, "This is Macy Pate's. Dorina here is wonderful in very many ways. Just don't get on her bad side. Never works out."
Is this your preferred place to go?
Well, no, not mine. I mean, it's very nice though. It's wonderful for the springboards. It's almost comparable to the food in the centerfold. If you're stuck in a position where you're not welcome within the centerfold, this is probably the best place in this district. So, very wonderful.
Would the centerfold be more of the high and tight kind of area?
One might say exclusive. I don't always prefer that term. I'd prefer to say just, well curated. But yes, you need to gain access to the centerfold. It's not something readily available for anyone.
How would you go about doing that?
Well, you could become a council member. That's worked for some. You could become very prominent in Duskveil, perhaps wealthy or just well known. Or you could become a famous sailor. There are many who have started out here and found their way into the centerfold. Most, who survive long enough, they find their way here.
Oh.
Super encouraging.
This council you work for, is it a lot of sailors, or is it more just politicians who kind of grew up here?
It's a little bit of both, I suppose you say. I don't really think any of them are without experience of the waters. It would make them not very good at their job. But some have certainly come from more of a sailing background than others. Maybe you'd like to know a little bit more about the council? Is that helpful?
Oh yes, that'd be wonderful.
Fair enough. Well, there are 6 council members. Where to begin? She says,
How about the one you work for?
Well, that's fair. Yorid, she's an older gnome. Very popular and affluent. Quite well known to be connected within the various parties of Duskveil. Very charming. I think all of you would like her very much. These words sound a little less forced than the rest of her, for sure.
Does this tour include an introduction with some of them, possibly?
I could try to make arrangement, absolutely, if you'd like to meet one of them. They're a little more booked than normal. I think that's why they send me on these trips, of course. With that, you see Garina here. She's behind the bar, and seeing you all, she kind of is like, menus. If no one says anything, she'll walk over and just start throwing menus at you all.
What kind of food do you serve here?
What kind of food? Kind of everything. We specialize in breakfast and lunch. Like to get things done nice and early. Dinner's fine, but after dinner we like to close down early, before all the fights and the vomit and you name it. We leave that for the Starfold.
How fresh is your meat?
Fresh enough. Fish is very fresh.
Like still.
If you say fresh enough, is it still walking?
still alive?
Listen, we're an island. We do our best with meats that aren't fish. I can assure you they're very safe and they're very tasty. Sometimes they're more preserved than you might be accustomed to.
I prefer mine still living.
Oh, not that. Listen. We're not that kind of place.
you know where I could possibly find something that gives me something that's still living?
Listen, she looks over to the tour guide, and the tour guide's like, yes, I can make sure such needs are looked after. Just please don't try anything with our citizens.
Oh, I would never do anything with your citizens. They're all good people. I was talking more animals.
She like takes, and she exhales. That's good. That's good. I was starting to get worried.
Just because I'm a monster does not mean I eat people.
There are those
good
with.
people.
We understand different requirements for different folks. We can certainly prepare such available. We just don't normally do that in front of clientele at a tavern. That's all.
I see. I understand. I'm just hoping to possibly get something that's more fresh to eat.
Understood. I will make sure to arrange such once we're done with this here tour.
Thank you.
With that, the keep, Dorina, she says, or Garina, she says, how long? How long have y'all been here?
A while, as far as I know. A while.
About a month.
Any of you had the opportunity to get out on the seas yet?
Nope.
No, unfortunately, our boat is impacted.
Very rough waters to the north, it seems. Almost like a constant storm swirling up there.
Storms are something. I don't know if you managed to see the meteor shower last night.
Unfortunately, I did not.
Pretty sure one landed not far from here. Been thinking about going out and taking a look, see if there's anything, any debris, any sort of remnants. I mean, it's a rock, so unlikely.
But it's a space rock. You find the right fool, and it's worth tons.
She gives you a point. Like, you got it.
Do you guys get meteor showers often, or?
No, honestly. I've seen one or two maybe in my life. I've been here a while though.
How often do you guys just have people appear? I guess is the best way to put it.
It's fairly frequent to be honest. I mean, we wouldn't have jobs like the tour guide if it wasn't. Seems
that's fair.
She says that she doesn't elaborate too much, but she says, listen, if any ever need anything, you're always welcome to come here. All I ask that you don't start fights, you don't start trouble.
As long as the trouble doesn't start with me.
Trouble. Like, what would you see as trouble?
Her eyes narrow a little bit at the comment. She says, any funny business, really. Listen, I understand other places have a high tolerance for such. Not here.
Okay.
With that, the tour guide kind of looks to everyone, and she's like, would you all like to stay or continue on with the tour?
Shall we continue?
Yeah, maybe. We probably have a pretty full schedule of things to see. With all these people that keep appearing, I would imagine Duskveil is a rather large city.
It is. It is, in fact. So, I want to what's the population? 146,000. So she'll actually say that. She says, yes, quite busy actually. 146,000 was our last census, so one might say very vibrant. It certainly didn't start out that way. It's grown into itself, one might say. A major port of call.
What did it start out as? Was it just a calm city before? I don't know how
Well,
long
no, it was a
this
port.
stuff has been happening.
It's always been a considerable port, but not to this size, for sure. Certainly one of the biggest, definitely within the top 3.
And when these people, or well, I guess I say people, but we're a group of them as well. When people appear, is it always here or is it scattered about?
Well, we try our best to organize people here. I don't really have answers to, I think, what you're asking there. You're asking if people appear anywhere else. For all I know, there are people out there appearing elsewhere. But what I understand is, yeah, we have a considerable amount of new arrivals, she says. All right. Well, if you're all ready, I suppose we can travel through the rest of the springboards. I'd like you to see perhaps the gardens next.
I mean,
Yeah, sure, why not?
So as you're passing through, she's navigating through. She looks to all of you and she says, do any of you have any particular interests that I might take into consideration for this tour? Anything you're really interested in?
Not really, I'm just looking where things take me.
I understand. You're looking to grow acquainted with your new home. It's very fair
Yep.
and reasonable. The way she talks is just a little off. Doesn't quite, it's certainly not very natural. So.
Another inside check.
Okay. Absolutely.
They're not.
Yeah, I think you just sense it's off, but it's not really clear why. It seems like more forced communication.
Okay.
Like she's not very articulate. She's not. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Some of it seems a little scripted.
The Tavern Keep did mention places that were more approving of fighting. I mean, that always sounds interesting.
I wouldn't mind going somewhere to fight.
I wouldn't say approving of fighting. It's just, it happens a lot where you're staying. I'm sure you've all seen a little bit of that at night or heard it from your rooms. Maybe glass breaking, shouting, yelling, doors falling off hinges. It's a rough place at night sometimes. But such is a place where people drink that much, I suppose.
Well, it's not never gonna be boring then.
It's a reasonable thing to say. Well, why don't we continue then? She passes what looks like a series of gardens on the outside. It is very manicured. You can tell like this kind of garden wouldn't exist anywhere naturally on the island. It looks like maybe some of the stuff's imported and then cared for, just to give the island less of a problematic look to it. So looks cleaner and nicer. She says, where to go next? Well, why don't we go to Stallion Stocks? I think that's next. Yes. Yes. That would be good. With that, she continues down the way, and you find yourselves at a new location. So, just gonna get this set up here. So as you approach, she says, "This is Stallion Stocks," and you can see the sign on it. It's a fairly quaint place. She says, "This is one of our best general stores. This would be your best bet for weapons, armor, rations, and even on occasion, magical items can be found here."
Nice.
Is there possibly a place that sells high quality potions?
High
Or
quality.
specializes in potions and alchemy?
Yes, but I won't ruin that for you yet. She says, "We'll make sure to make a stop." With that,
Getting me excited on you.
You can tell, like, as she opens the door, you can see this figure here, this tiefling. They're currently putting some books away. You walk past, like, a whole bunch of odds and ends, like, very much a general store vibe. She says, as you pass, she kind of looks down. She's like, they've got a new stock of fireworks in. Excellent. And you can just see it's full of, you name it, kind of the typical, like, general store.
Do they have any firecrackers?
I think so. Your best bet would be to talk to Chip here. This is Chip, and then he cuts in. The name is Chip Dracolin. Well met, travelers.
It's nice to meet you. I'm curious, do you happen to have any firecrackers here?
Ah, yes. We just got some in recently. And he kind of begins to walk past you. He's got kind of a, over-exaggerated posture as he kind of walks with a bit of a kind of waddle past you. He turns to the side, and then he actually reaches past your guide. She kind of backs away, and he lifts a box up on the table and opens it up, and sure enough, a number of available fireworks. This
Toys.
This just came in quite recently. Of course, perhaps your guide here would remind you of the laws. And she says, yes, we don't allow for these to be set within any homes or establishments. Nowhere inside on the island. We don't particularly prefer structure fires of any sort.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm not a pyrotechnic or a pyromaniac, however we wish you prefer. I just would like them as a sort of surprise. And how much are they?
Let's see here. Man, I don't know what fireworks are in DT. Pyrotechnics. Let's go.
She's more looking for like firecrackers, like
Yeah.
Popping crackler things that you can throw.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. They'll be so negligible. I'm not worried about it. So,
okay. Just clarify.
Yeah, I may come back after the session, but yeah, very very minimal. Let's say like a copper for whatever you're purchasing within the firework category. So might be the fair way to approach that.
How much would one gold? How much would one
We
piece?
won't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You with a gold, you could buy like a whole stock of stuff if you wanted to.
Okay. How much would a stock? How much would be in a stock? Like, just a rough estimate of it.
Like inside the crate, there would be like a box of them. You could get a little box full of them. And I have GM support in the background hook me up with awesome stuff. So we're gonna move over to the map. So this is Stallion Stocks, by the way. Let me know if you see it.
I just see a black screen.
Black screen. Yes. It might load in a minute.
Black screen.
Oh, you probably got to drop your tokens.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fixed.
Awesome.
Okay.
Should I also drop my token? I'm not quite sure.
You can.
You're welcome to, yeah.
Or
Oops, she's not here. I'm gonna drop her.
Sorry, I accidentally put Alethea. Selkie? Is that how you pronounce the name? Selkie?
Selkie is her last name, yeah.
So how would you pronounce her? What would you pronounce her first name?
Tenamore.
Tenamore.
Yep.
Can I just call her Selkie? Because that is.
You could call her 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
Yeah.
That works. That works with me. Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. So how much would roughly 3 boxes cost me? Like the boxes of them.
Chip says 3 boxes. That would be 3 gold pieces.
Okay, I will give over 3 gold pieces. And purchase them.
Yep. And he says, here you go. And I just ask that you please adhere to the rules.
Absolutely. You have my word.
Your word is most appreciated, good sir. Can I help anyone else with anything?
Nah, I'm good so far.
Besides fireworks, you're just a general store?
Yes. Odds and ends, and you name it. And so he says, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, it seems that my coming here... I have a bow, but I don't have any arrows.
Oh.
Can I buy those here?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, how much can I get then? Like, can I get a pack of 20 arrows?
Yes, you may. He's like this way, and he kind of moves you over to like there's the weapons in like one aisle of the store. You know, it's not like these high aisles. It's more like low aisles, and the weapons are kind of each fixed to wooden structures for display purposes. He says, so a bundle of 20 then is what you're looking for?
If you have them.
Absolutely. Just one?
I think that should be all I need right now.
That will be 1 gold, please.
Oh, that's easy.
She will hand over a gold, like, just slightly reluctantly.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I was just trying to think how my what's the damn firework thing in the ear ad for D to be on. What
What's
would I
that?
do to add to my inventory? So what would I do to add fireworks to my inventory? And
You should be able to add it,
I don't-
like as a custom item.
oh, custom.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can't find the equivalent, then I would recommend custom item.
I couldn't find a custom. I couldn't find a fireworker.
Funny enough, yet another person who asks him, "Have any of you had the opportunity to travel the seas yet?"
Nope.
Yes.
Not yet, fine sir.
I think we have. Or at least I haven't.
I mean, can't you just fly across the sea? As a
Well,
ferry?
I mean, it's kind of the same way as walking. I mean, they get tired.
He laughs.
Theoretically, you can fly across the sea.
I mean, if the wind was strong enough and I didn't have to eat or drink or sleep or anything else, then I guess.
I mean, this is a general store. Can't you just buy a potion of haste?
Probably not.
Just remember that the skies can be just as dangerous as the seas here in Keeper's Coast. I'd recommend being careful with taking to them.
Sorry. I'm sorry to jump again. How much was it? How much is in put in a case of fireworks for you? It's just add specifically for this.
So you're looking past the 3 bundles that
So
you have? The 3.
The 3. So I got the 3 bundles. How many are each in a bundle?
Okay. It's like it's like a dozen, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want more than that?
No, that's perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah. So Chip says, well, I do have interest in. I've heard there's someone that's currently looking to scout the distant coastline. Have you heard of one Swab Nash?
I can't say that I have. Who
Nope.
is that?
Well, I'll leave that to your tour guide. Just know that if you're interested in seeking employ, they're always interested in discovery. There are always those here that wish to know more about the world around us. If you'd ever like to, upgrade from the Starfold Tavern, I hear it's quite fine for those that wish to be around such things. But anyways, where are my manners? Can I help anyone else with anything? I don't wish to keep you too long.
You did mention, the world around us, which got me thinking. Do you happen to have any maps?
Well, maps aren't exactly something that we provide in detail. Maps are varied, and they don't always agree with one another here. Those who have them, who've made them, keep them themselves.
Sir, I don't need any detailed map. I just need almost like a general island outlay.
Oh,
all the
of
marketing
the
I can do myself.
islands. Oh, yes. For Duskveil, absolutely. And with that, he goes over and he says, we have one that the cartographers made recently.
Wow, it's wonderful. How much would it cost?
This would be 10 gold pieces.
10 gold. You know what? It is going to be quite useful, so I will indeed take that off your hands for the 10 gold.
Very well. I will speak to the cartographer and get another one drafted if anyone else requires one. In the meantime, anything else? And your guide's just sitting there, kind of patiently. Very well then. It was a pleasure to meet you all.
I don't know, the pleasure is mine, and I'm.
Same here, fine
We'll
sir.
be seeing a lot more of you.
What was that?
Oh, go ahead.
You're good.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my, I thought I heard it. No, I'm sure you'll be seeing more of us around.
Nope.
It would be my pleasure to see you more. Feel free to stop in any time. We're open till dusk. Coughing fit. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Your guide looks to all of you and says, Chip is a wonderful man, isn't he? Wonderful person. I really like that one.
Do you dislike others?
No, no, not at all. I just, where were we going? Well, let's continue.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, net 20.
Oh. Why
Net
did you
one.
say it? Why did you have to say something?
It was a natural something.
Yeah, it
Bel-
was a natural something.
Believe what you want to believe. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are we rolling it? Are we all rolling insight, or was that just it?
Well, I think Anna called for it, so that's where.
Yeah, I was just seeing if what she was feeling. I cannot tell.
So with that, let's continue. Change scene. To see stuff, you might once again have to drop the tokens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for the scene to change.
Oh, did it not?
Not yet.
I think you might have
will-
to activate it.
Oh, I thought it did. It's possible.
It
I
is.
didn't.
It is coming around that time where
There
I
we
will
go.
have to leave, though.
All good. Yeah, if you need to drop out. It's perfectly fine. So, it is a tour, so and it's streamed, so you can always have been along for the ride if you want to. So,
Yep.
I will stress to, Duskveil is not a place where we have combat. It's generally not.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that rule will never, ever, ever, ever change, but yeah.
I don't
Wait.
intend to start any combat
Yeah.
in Duskveil anyways. So.
Wait till we start the raid to get Duskveil to be ours.
All right. Well, it's great meeting you all. Sorry I had to cut this early for me. I will talk to you guys later.
No, thank you
Have a
for
good
playing.
one, man.
Have a good one.
Next, we make our way to Absalom's pendant. Now this, and she motions. This is, well, there's fireworks, of course, at the general store. But if you're looking for anything else that requires a bit more of the black powder than a simple pop, well, Absalom's pendant is your best bet. You see, they're known for their firearms, their cannons, as well as other contraptions, clockwork types, scrap metal. But, come, let us meet the owner. Alright. And again.
All these maps are so good.
Yeah, they're really nice. I'm not gonna lie. And I can say that because I didn't do them, so I'm not bragging. Yeah. Alright. do this.
But is there anything wrong with bragging?
No, not at all. You know, as long as you don't do it too often.
You need an NPC token for him? I've got one. You need.
Oh, do you? Awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember if you generated art for him or not.
I did, but that's okay. Where's it at? Is it in the Duskveil?
One sec. It is being uploaded.
Thank you, good sir. Want to put you on the spot here, Strat. Do you want to run this character?
Sure. Yeah, I'll come in for a quick guest here.
You can throw on the camera. Should throw me out of the middle section. Actually,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
the middle section. So.
You all see a rather elderly gentleman, a long white beard with a beautiful curved mustache, decked out from head to toe in a variety of lavish gears. This individual is tan-skinned and meets you all with a very friendly and personable welcome and body language. With his arms outstretched, he goes, "Welcome to the shop, everybody."
And what a fine shop it is. Although I can't quite put my finger on what you're selling exactly here.
A little bit of everything. I get my hands on a variety of wayward exchanges between extra shipments and rare oddities from market bidding. If you're looking for anything particular, let me know, but for the most part, I sell a variety of handheld firearms. We commission larger cannons for ships if you have one of those you would like equipped. And we also have a variety of smaller clockwork contraptions like this. And he pulls out a small, metallic, heavily embroidered, it's very intricately designed. And he takes a little round object, and as he splits it in half in front of you all, you can see inside a little rotating needle. This here Wayfinder is a fantastic tool for getting around. I have also timekeeping devices and other smaller inventions.
What does the Wayfinder do?
Hello there, you are certainly interesting.
She's like very intently staring at it because it's shiny.
He's very intently staring at you, just like you being very shiny in your own regard.
Yeah.
My pressure.
This here is a device that points to a single direction north, and is attuned to do that regardless of how you hold it. And he gives it to you to actually play with if you'd like to. You can spin around.
She'll like hold it, and like because she's tiny, it'll kind of like heft in her hand a little bit as she's like floating there.
So it always points north. Why would you need that?
Well, see, sometimes people don't know where they are. The great storms come in and you can't see more than a few feet in front of you, so such devices help you make sure you're still heading in the right direction.
Oh. Do you have anything else like this?
And she'll like timidly hand it back to you.
As mentioned, I do have a timekeeping device, similar, but rather than pointing north, it points to kind of where the sun is in a weird way. He slides over a small timekeeping device, same kind of contraption with a needle, but this one ticks slowly.
And how much would those cost?
The Wayfinder is 3 gold pieces, and I would sell this one to you for 2. You seem pretty curious about it.
She'll like grab the pouch of gold that's hanging at her side and like slowly open it and like slowly count out 2 gold pieces, like reverently handing them to you.
I would like the one that ticks.
It does make that little ticking sound. He holds his hands out with like both cupped in front and respectfully receives the gold and just says, "This has to be the highlight of my day. Thank you."
Thank you.
And she'll like almost like clip it to the side of her like armor on her, and so it's like hanging off of her a little bit and just ticking.
I would like to walk up to Anna and like poke the thing that she just bought and like, you sure that it's not too heavy for you?
Fly fine with it, and she'll like smack your hand a little bit.
As for the Wayfinder, would it be the same?
The Wayfinder is 3 gold pieces.
3 gold. I will gladly do that. The
Yes, no
Lost
problem.
Sea recently has made me realize how much I need one of those.
I'll add these into your inventory for both of you. Is there anything else I can help the remainder of you out with? Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, we're kind of just on the tour, seeing what everybody has, I suppose. But I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know if anybody else needs anything.
Mm-hmm. I suppose if you're here just to explore some of the more interesting things, I have a small collection. And he heads over to, you can see a glass case, and inside you see what look like little bits of metal that rotate and are intertwining, and they create these little figurines of different various creatures. And he pulls out a small 2-3 inch tall metallic looking dragon. Again, these little parts inside of it. And as he winds up the back end of it, a little piece of metal clicking and clicking as it spins and spins. He lets go, and then the creature begins bouncing around on the top of the table, and it begins walking forward in this really awkward and jittery motion. I have a few contraptions of various creatures of myth.
These are quite intriguing. Who made these?
I tinker in my free time, so the clockwork stuff is all mine.
You make this?
Oh yes. If you would like anything specific made, I can make more of these to a certain appearance.
Oh.
I can make bigger ones too, but they just cost more because of the materials.
Oh.
And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I've been around these parts for a long time. I have been tinkering with these things at least for a better part of 10 years. And I've been a shopkeeper for easily 3 times that length.
Are you from this area, or have you just stumbled upon Duskveil one day?
No, I'm from down south in the Empire, but I've shifted away from that lifestyle. A bit too heavy-handed for me. I prefer the creativity and freedom to run my business a little more out of influence's way.
That's very respectable, to be honest.
Well, if there is nothing else, thank you so much for coming by, everybody, and welcome to Duskveil. It's pretty easy to identify outsiders these days, but it is much appreciated that you have come by for my business. So you're welcome back anytime, and bring any friends that might be interested in such wares. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
He goes back to sorting through some items.
With that, your tour guide stands there patiently, kind of waiting by the door. Is everyone ready?
I believe so. Everybody, do you... Actually, I don't know anybody's name. I'm Aratiri. It's kind of weird we've been walking around each other and don't know each other's names.
Sorry, I forgot to even introduce myself to you guys. My name's Tenamore. That seems hard for some people. You can call me Ten.
Tenamore, okay.
So Iravir says, that's a wonderful idea. What about the rest of you? She looks to the 2 remaining.
Well, I guess it's a good idea. My name is Lilith. Or just call me whatever you want, I don't really care.
Yeah, my name is Jaishu Yingxia Xingfiu Shaolang. Jaishu for short.
You just see as you're saying that full name, the guide's head is just going, like trying to count the syllables along with it. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm at a point where I have to close. I have other things that are organized. I do want to kind of make a couple of notes just to leave the players with a little bit more than what you'd have. If anyone wants to pick up or do a little bit of roleplay after, I think you're fine with that. As long as it doesn't move into anything conflict-oriented, you're good. So the two places that I would have liked to get you to is Oreed's Obfuscated Obscurities, which is run by a very gothic-looking half-elf named Oreed. So it's her place. It kind of looks like a converted home turned shop, and availability is things like tarot card readings, fortune telling, but there's also some intriguing kind of trinkets, magical trinkets of sorts. So we can certainly find time to explore that in another scenario, I think, if you guys are super interested. And lastly, there is Candace Halloween's, which is effectively a outfit store.
It's the Gucci of Duskveil.
Indeed. And you know what? I think for that one, she would mention it, but it's probably out. It's probably in the centerfold, honestly. So you're probably not accessing it now that I think about it. So, all right. So the general kind of two big areas that there's the springboards, right, which is down by the docks a lot. It's at the base of the mountain island. It's where most of the population is. Then there's the centerfold, which we've alluded to a few times. It's kind of an access granted type of area, so not something you can easily access. For those looking for a little bit more adventure and stuff, there will absolutely be more of those. This is getting our feet wet and getting used to our surrounding. Hope you all had fun today, and see you next time.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay.
Is my character introduced yet, or how does this work? Since I came in late, I'm not sure where I stand.
That was probably a bit of a drop. I'm gonna go offline.